October 12th, 2024, Hunter Valley, New South Wales, Australia. The morning had started like countless others in this rugged corner of southeastern Australia. Matilda Campbell, 23, had made plans with friends to explore one of the region's lesser-known hiking trails. The forecast promised clear skies and mild temperatures, perfect conditions for navigating the challenging terrain. By mid-afternoon, the group had covered several miles, weaving between house-sized rocks that created natural corridors and chambers. The landscape here tells geological stories in stone, weathered surfaces, deep cracks, and towering formations that have stood sentinel for eons. Unlike manicured national parks with marked trails and safety barriers, this was raw wilderness where hikers relied entirely on their own judgment and instincts. Matilda had stopped to capture a photograph. The valley stretched out below, bathed in golden light that would vanish within minutes as the sun continued its arc across the sky. She pulled out her phone, framed the shot, and in that brief moment of divided attention, her grip became loose. The device slipped from her hand. It tumbled into a narrow gap between two massive boulders, disappearing into the darkness below with a series of sharp clicks as it bounced off stone walls. The crevice itself measured barely 18 inches across at the surface, a vertical crack created when ancient geological forces had pushed these enormous rocks together, leaving just enough space between them to swallow anything that fell inside. Matilda knelt at the edge and peered down. There, perhaps 10 feet below, she could make out her phone resting on a narrow ledge. The screen was still intact. The case hadn't cracked. It looked completely retrievable. The mathematics of the situation seemed straightforward. The gap was narrow but appeared navigable. The depth was significant but manageable. The phone was visible and within reach. What she couldn't see, what no one standing at the surface could possibly see, was how the geometry of the crevice changed deeper down, how the walls narrowed and twisted in ways that would transform a simple retrieval into a life-threatening trap. Matilda positioned herself at the opening. The plan was simple: lower herself headfirst into the gap, grab the phone, and pull herself back up. Her friends expressed concern, but she had already committed to the attempt. She eased her upper body into the crevice, arms extended downward, shoulders scraping against rough granite on both sides. The descent began without incident. The walls pressed in, but there was still room to maneuver, still room to breathe. She angled her body to navigate around a protruding section of rock, pushing deeper into the gap. Her fingertips were now just inches from the phone. One more push and she would have it. That's when the geometry betrayed her.